Association presents the George Buildup Super Division League Championship 2023-24 at the iconic Bangalore Football Stadium. Witness history in action as this legendary league dating back to the 1940s continues to shine. Players get their chance to shine as the national stage parades, as winners and runners-up secure spots to play for the highest level. Don't miss this opportunity. Join us at the Bangalore Football Stadium. Official radio station Bengaluru.com. शिमारू के नए वीडियोस के लिए सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और बेल आइकन को दबाना न भूलें। Super Division League Championship 2023-24 at the iconic Bangalore Football Stadium. Witness history in action as this legendary league dating back to the 1940s continues to shine. Players get their chance to shine as the national stage parades, as winners and runners-up secure spots to play for the highest level. Don't miss this opportunity. Join us at the Bangalore Football Stadium. Official radio station Bengaluru.com. Get ready, football fans. The Bangalore District Football Association presents the George Buildup Super Division League Championship 2023-24 at the iconic Bangalore Football Stadium. Witness history in action as this legendary league dating back to the 1940s continues to shine. Players get their chance to shine as the national stage parades, as winners and runners-up secure spots to play for the highest level. Don't miss this opportunity. Join us at the Bangalore Football Stadium. Official radio station Bengaluru.com. Football Association presents the George Hoover Cup Super Division League Championship 2023-24 at the iconic Bangalore Football Stadium. Witness history in action as this legendary league dating back to the 1940s continues to shine. Players get their chance to shine as the national stage parades, as winners and runners-up secure spots to play for the highest level. Don't miss this opportunity. Join us at the Bangalore Football Stadium. Official radio station indigomusic.com.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Bengaluru Super Division Football Championships once again. It is match number 55 and an exciting encounter awaits as Bengaluru FC, unbeaten at the moment, take on South United FC live from the KSFA Football Stadium. This has been some venue for football lately, and especially when Bengaluru FC take on the pitch, there is a buzz going around the state and the city. The success they have written to their name in recent times has been extraordinary, but South United are no less in their potential and in their squad strength as well, with which they have come into this game, and they'll be looking to bring firepower on the pitch. They've got 2 wins and a draw coming into this one, played 2 games more than Bengaluru FC, but have 2 losses as well in the back. But the good news for them is just 2 points separating the two. Even though BFC have games in hand, the 2 captains here, Vinith Venkatesh and the all-experienced Kunzang Bhutia. The match referee for today's game, Suresh Devaraja, with the whistle in his hand, and he'll be assisted by assistant referees Jenny Ferbert and Stanley Jones. Match commissioner for today's game, Mageshwaran Balu. And myself, Ashwar Ghosh, will be assisting you for the rest of the game. And I'm sure you're pretty familiar with the team colours here. And fourth official for today's game is A. Kevin. He'll be on the sidelines as well. These teams have shown promise, especially Bengaluru FC, every year with their setup from the academies coming up, producing talents and supplying them to the senior team and all across the nation as well. But right now it is one more new batch and one more exciting group of talents bound together to bring out results for them. So far they have managed to do so with 3 wins in 3 games, a total of 9 points in their bags, and they've gotten better with each game. Started with a 1-0 win, then went for a 2-1 win, and before this match a 6-0 massive victory against FC Deccan. They are just getting things going and just off and running with the tournament. Got a feel in the first 2 games, and then hopefully they're pretty much set now for the contest here. And it'll be a tough test for South United, who themselves have beaten FC Deccan 4-0 but a match ago, and a 0-0 draw against Kickstart, who have been a tough opponents lately. But with all those calculations, team sheets and planning coming behind this game, it'll all depend on what they do in these 90 minutes. And underway with the Bengaluru FC against South United. And Bengaluru FC straight in attack, across as well, a little away from the approaching attacker. They are of course in their familiar blues, Bengaluru, and South United in orange and black. They'll be attacking from right to left of your screens in this half. They like to play the passing brand of football, Bengaluru, as we have seen them do so time and again, and we expect the same from them. And once they get going, they can be mighty dangerous, and that was one of those dangerous passes dealt with by the defense somehow. The initial pass was seen off well, but then there was an approaching player from the right. Seemed to be Satyendra Singh Yadav. Had a good few goal scorers in this 11. Satyendra, Clarence, Lalpiklua, all of them have gotten goals, even Rashid with a hat-trick in their previous match. Well, waiting for a few more people to join in to enjoy this contest, I'll be just reading out the lineups for you then. And right now it is a corner. And the captain of Vinith Venkatesha with the delivery. They're known to do good from the set piece, but this man has so much experience in those hands. Kunzang Bhutia has played somewhat all around the Indian football circuit. And he has been brought in for a purpose, and if they want to stop this lethal Bengaluru attack, South United, Kunzang will have a role to do here. Altaf Sen was on the ball. He has also got a good number of goals along with Magesh in the centre of the park for South United. No shortage of goal scorers in both these sides. They have Simic with 2 goals and Magesh with 4. Even the likes of Altaf. Oh, is that a foul? It is in favour of Bengaluru though. Early minutes of the game, just testing times. It'll just get tougher and better with passing minutes here. Slightly casual there. They'll get a tick from the bench, but thankfully dealt with well and won a throw in as well. Always a test for these youngsters. There's no restrictions in age, of course, as such, but Bengaluru like to give game time to their youngsters or the youth setup in this Bengaluru Super Division. It is the top tier of Karnataka state football. Throw in for South United down the line. They're a strong team. Do not take them lightly is the only tip that Bengaluru fans would like to take on. Trying to whip in across there, but a little weaker in that attempt. Shown a good account of themselves in the opening match with the 2-1 win against Rebels, South United. Then went on to lose back-to-back 2 matches against HAL and Megan Center. After that, back to winning ways against FC Deccan, a 4-0. A good cross in meanwhile, and Kunzang Bhutia in action again. They'll be happy with what they've done so far, South United, especially bouncing back after the 2 defeats. Some teams find it really difficult at the start once they get into that loophole of losing. There's one more from the Indian international youth setup, Sahil on goal for Bengaluru. Both the goalkeeper and the striker. Lalpiklua leading the line for Bengaluru. Rashid likes to go and tackle a lot of the times. The build-up is important and they focus on it a lot. Lalpiklua just couldn't control enough pressure from the defender. And now South United might look to go on the break though. Just slowed it down. only 5 minutes into the game. Good tempo to this match here. 5A plays it forward. There's the creator from midfield, Mukesh Selva. Another free kick given away. They need to try and control things, South United. They are a good side. Sometimes turns out to be a battle of nerves, how you hold on. Oh, that's a good pass seen, but intercepted as well. Overlapping run here from Kishan Singh. Just intercepted in time. Altaf Hussain there with the ball. Could have released Kishan Singh Thongam down the left here. He was free, even though he would have anyway been closed down. But just play that pass and get yourself into some space. Here he's again, Altaf. Oh, that's a good touch from Kishan. And now from the left, trying to run across the defense and find a cross in. Probably ran out of space. Indeed, so a goal kick for Sahil and Bengaluru. Here they come from the right. That could have been a foul, but soft, says the referee, and hence no free kick given. There's a silent battle which will go on in the midfield region as well between both these teams. Pretty much capable midfield. The likes of Lalming Chuanga, Rashid and Vinit Venkatesh for Bengaluru FC. They're in the middle. There's Shashwat Panwar as well. And on the other hand, for South United, Edwin Rosario, Muinao and Mukesh Selva. The creators, the engine of the team, is what we often say. Slightly difficult to control those sort of passes when you have pressure from the defender especially. South United having a good amount of support as well. That is one thing we see Bengaluru often over the West Block Blues. South United have gradually getting in that support as well. Good to see the growing footballing culture in the state and across the nation as well. No foul once again, but eventually given, called back for the free kick. Lalpit Lua dropping down a bit to get in possession, to get hold of things here. Free kick for Bengaluru then. The planning and the tactics from the set piece is always a speciality for Bengaluru FC, but it is all about that execution. Bibiano Fernandes, the head coach of this Bengaluru side, he brings promise and hopes as always, and they're always expected to perform. Bengaluru, Vinit Venkatesh too close to Kunjang Bhutia. Poor free kick eventually. There's Sachin Tanaji on the bench as well, the head coach for South United. 10 minutes into the game, no goals yet, but a bright start from both the teams, showing good amount of control and confidence on the ball especially. A little bit of pressure there on Rashid, but has dealt with it well. We're only for a few moments. 5A on the ball. Altaf Hussain playing wide out left. has gotten the better of two defenders and no one closing him down. Eventually blocked, and he was through the defense in a flash. And that is one thing Bengaluru have to be aware about. This is one game you wouldn't like to miss. That's a very, very ambitious attempt. Not enough power, neither enough precision of play for a goal kicker. And I'm sure if you are a footballing fan, especially following Indian football, especially from the state of Karnataka, you wouldn't like to miss this game, especially Bengaluru against South United, one team on 9 points. Adding on to that, for Bengaluru FC, they have scored 9 goals in the 3 matches they have played, and they've conceded only 1. Shows how solid their defense is, but it all takes moments to change, and that is why they have to be on their top game throughout the tournament and in every single minute of the game. Once again, a chance from the left for South United. Clever backheel space to shoot as well. There comes the shot, but one man you wouldn't expect to spill those is Sahil. And that is why he is the number 1 for the Indian youth sides, especially in recent times. There's been a few good signings as well. Generally, they like to bring up players from the academy in Bengaluru. Back with South United. They do not look at all shaky. Very positive body language. Altaf Hussain. Kishan Singh on the ball. Just passing it around at the moment, looking to build up. Bengaluru not really interested in the high press, but just maintaining the organization at the moment, and that'll almost give them away the ball. A good strategy in that pressing from Bengaluru. Well, so now that we have a good number of people together watching and enjoying this match, maybe you would all like to hear the lineups of the teams right now. Just reading out the lineups for you once. For South United, it is Kunjang Bhutia, the captain, who is on goal. They have Kishan Singh Thangam, Yuhan Kuruvilla, Suraj Satish Kumar, Rung Singh Moinao, Edwin Rosario, Magesh Silva, Faifei Simic and Altaf Hussain. That's the starting 11 for South United. And for Bengaluru FC, they have Sahil on goal, the likes of Shivaldo Singh, Clarence Savio Fernandez, Felix Nkoni and Ashik Adhikari in defence, Lalming Chuanga, Vinit Venkatesh the captain, and Rashid CK in the centre of the park, and Shashwat Panwar, Satendra Singh Yadav and Lalpiklu up front. There's an attack meanwhile for South United, a good 1-2 scene, but intercepted by the defence. They read the idea and hence could stop that phase of attack. And for the first time really, Altaf Hussain was driving into that box. A good phase of play from South United. They're asking for the press, South United. Oh, another attempt there. They're trying for those shots from distance. Hasn't worked so far, but that is a danger sign. You know what? Bibiano Fernandez has to talk about that, because you need to close down those opportunities. Thrice now, they've tried the shot from outside the box. Twice didn't hit the target, but once it was straight to Sahil. to the right here. Vineet Venkatesh. Very promising, this midfielder. Always good to see local lads. That's a good turn and control there by Lalwin Chuanga. Caught out between three orange shirts. Mukesh Selva, one of them. And there's Faifi. Switched to the left. Kishan Singh Tongam. Good forward ball seen. And a cross as well, but Sahil is always alert and on his toes to collect that one. Kishan Singh. He's seen enough of the ball so far. Kishan and Altab, both of them down that left channel. Bengaluru FC have really created a buzz around the state and the nation as well since their formation. They have won 7 titles in the 10 years of their formation. The last 2 years have been a bit difficult for them, even though they managed to win the Durand Cup last year. But they expect a lot from this team, and that's a promising run. Pulled down. Oh, it is a yellow as well, or is it a yellow for simulation? Went down softly. That is a yellow for simulation against Lalpik Lua. The referee doesn't like that, trying to deceive him. Once again, look at that run. It was a promising run. Very little contact to go down. Doesn't really need to do those when you have the quality like this lad has. Lalpik Lua, the Indian Youth International. There's a bit of fluidity about this Bengaluru FC formation as well. They keep switching. The likes of Satyendra Singh Yadav, Rashid and Shashwat along with Lalpik Lua. And these four especially at the moment. Lalpik Lua here on the right side. One back by Shashwat. Good pass, but difficult for him to control, of course. Sometimes these kind of passes, they look good on the eye, but you have to understand the player you're passing to is not really in a situation to control and move forward. Of course, sometimes they manage to do so with individual brilliance, but inside the crowd is not somewhere you want to pass. Just slipped there. Allowed some space to run through. And now Lalpik Lua, well, he was supposed to be there, and that is why the pass was made. But he hasn't really made the run in time. And hence looked like a really wasteful pass. They cannot just stay off possession for long. And gradually space is opening up for Bengaluru. I do not think they have yet gotten off a shot on goal, and that's a good cross. Kunzang Bhutia collects it again expertly out of his lines in a flash and collects it. Once again, a good little move from South United. Just that final pass is somewhere missing at the moment for them. You can hear the shouts, I'm sure, from the bench. It was for Kishan to drop back because Lalpik Lua is in free space though. And the centre-back is there to cover. And a good pass in as well. Is this the first? It is indeed. Didn't think much before creating and converting that chance, Bengaluru. It seems like Shashwat Panwar onto it within a blink of an eye. And that is why even the slightest of mistakes matter. Lalpeklua just deceiving the defender and finding Ashik Adhikari in free space. A perfect pass in. It is Rashid CK who has converted right there, being in place and in time, making the run. A good cross as well. Have to praise Ashik for keeping his head down and finding that pass. And the defenders had no clue about that run from Rashid CK. Bengaluru on the lead as they're habituated to be in. It's a 1-0 in 21 minutes of the game. And there is where, just a moment ago when that attack was being created, there on the near side of his screen, Kishan Singh Tongam, he went on an overlapping run, he went to attack. There were shouts from the bench for Kishan to drop back. Of course, it wasn't possible to drop back so quick, and hence he was caught out there on the overlapping run with Lalpeklua having enough pace. But Altab right now across from South United, not really converted, and a drop back was the call there for Kishan Singh when he couldn't come back, and Lalpeklua doing all the damage, taking the centre back out of the equation, and that created a hole in the back line as well, because the centre back had come out to defend Lalpeklua. And there's where the issues come in. You need to be aware and alert, and there was the most favourite outcome, a goal, and that is what happened. Confirmation of the scorer, Rashid CK gets yet another goal to his name. Had a hat-trick in the previous match, just turning out more and more dangerous with passing time. His fourth goal in the last two matches. But there is plenty of time though for South United to get a goal back here. The only issue which they will have in mind is that the Bengaluru defence have just conceded one goal, and they look good out there. The likes of Savio Clarence and Shivaldo Singh as well. Throw in for Bengaluru. Halfway through the first half, we have a team in lead. It is the team in blue, Bengaluru FC. Well, just a moment ago, before the goal was scored, we were talking about the titles and the success stories of PFC in the years since inception, and not to mention when they won the I-League once, won the Federation Cup twice, and also the winners of the Indian Super League twice, and one-time Durand Cup winner as well just a year ago. And one of their greatest success, even though not measured by a trophy, it is the runners-up medals in the AFC Cup 2016. What a run that was, making the nation proud. And just losing out in that final, still nonetheless history making. Not too many clubs have done that. South United though will be confident that they can have a chance in this game to take 3 points from Bengaluru. Another good pass seen through. Rashid on the ball. The attacker is always in time inside the box. He'll go for a shot himself though. He misses the target narrowly. Just taking on the defenders, no one closing him down. Finally, there's some pressure coming in from Bengaluru. Initially, they weren't looking to press that way. Clarence Savio on the ball. Can afford to take his time. Well, the people who have joined in who are interested to know about the goal again, as I can see, it was a move down the right channel for Bengaluru, where Kishan Singh, the left full back for South United, went on an overlapping run. He was caught out in possession. It was Lalpik Lua on the right hand side who dragged the centre back towards him just at the edge of the box and released an overlapping run from Ashik Adhikari, and a pinpointed cross, a grounded cross of course, towards the centre of the box, and was converted by Rashid CK to get them the lead. Another move through the legs though, and play on, says the ref. Not too much in it, and that is how Bengaluru got the lead. There is Kishan Singh hasn't been bad in any means, Kishan. Not really trying to criticize him, but just how the goal has been creating a lot of attacks for South United. Kishan Singh along with Altaf Hussain from the left. Satish Kumar. They need to calm down their nerves and try to get that one goal back, and that'll give them a lot of confidence. Headed out by Clarence Fernandez. Well, gradually as the game progresses, I'm sure Bengaluru will feel the heat as well, because it is not easy to maintain just a one-goal lead, even though Bengaluru have done it in their opening match itself against Megan Centre. A left-footed cross in, missed by the defence, but somehow dealt with. And now again with Bengaluru, too many orange shirts up front have given it back though. A narrow space was opening up there, but just in time clear. A little bit of pressure, another corner for South United. Kishan Singh Tangam, he'll be looking to deliver quality again, like he does towards the far side, and head it out efficiently at the moment. Oh, that's a great work to beat the defender, and now a pass comes in, clever flick, and what a finish. Quality from South United on show. It's 1-1 and they're back at level terms. Excellent football from that bit of dribble right here down the right channel to the back flick and then the finish. This is top quality. He was waiting for that pass to come in, even though that flick helped his cause. And that seems to be Muina with the first bit of work, and then the finish comes in. Oh, is that Suraj inside the box? It is the cooling break. But what a way to get back at level terms from South United. And if I'm not mistaken, it is the centre-back Suraj rising because of that corner kick in the box and converted in style. And just at the cooling break, just at right time where they can discuss a few things for a moment, a momentary break, they have got the goal back. And this is why I said at the start of this game, this is one match you guys wouldn't like to miss out on. Bengaluru FC against South United, a club formed in 2013, Bengaluru, 10 years ago, with promise and expertise. The captain, leader, legend Sunil Chetri, of course, leading their senior team. And South United formed in 2012, 11 years ago. Not too much difference in their dates of inception, just a year difference. But what differs is the number of trophies Bengaluru FC have brought to their cabinet. But all that aside, this league is not about past records when you come onto the pitch. It is about the performance in the 90 minutes. And right now, even after being behind, South United are back in this. And we are on with action as well after the cooling break. And that might be a yellow. They have to be careful. And no card given. Match referee for today, Suresh Devaraja, has been doing well so far, keeping things in control. There's the confirmation. Suraj is the man who scored. How often would you expect a defender to bring in such a quality finish? Perfect connection as well on that shot. We'll see that again at halftime when the cold replays are on. But right now, South United will be fuming with confidence. I'm sure that's not a familiar term we use with confidence, but well, that is how they look like at the moment with that orange on. And if I'm not mistaken, this is his first goal of this campaign. Here they come again from the right. Gradually, a bit of pressure building up. Altaf Hussain has support. Once again gets the better of the defender too easily. Measures a cross in, but was too close to Sahil. Was straight at him rather. Another corner for South United. And Mui now will be taking the corner this time. With his right in, swinging one. Trouble for the keeper whenever there's a flick or a header not intended towards him from the defenders, and it is one more corner. That is an interesting question. I can see if Rashid was the player who scored against Manchester United under 14 while playing in Reliance Young Champs Next Generation Cup. There has been a few players who have been performing in that tournament. Well, just being honest, I'm not really 100% sure about it, but apparently it might be the same player. He has scored a hat-trick though in the previous match, Rashid CK, but I'll try to confirm it to you soon if I have any information on that. Oh, Altaf Hussain again with those tricks, troubling the Bengaluru defense time and again, and now there's a slip from the defender, just the slightest of it. Suddenly, the momentum of the game has shifted towards Bengaluru, and they are towards South United rather. They are having majority of the possession right now. Oh, that's a giveaway, a cheap giveaway. And same from Bengaluru. Kishan now from distance tries a shot, easily seen off by Sahil. Well, one interesting stat you would like to know meanwhile is that Bengaluru FC and South United have already played one another in this season. Not in the Bengaluru Super Division. It was in the C. Putaya Memorial Cup, the cup competition in Karnataka State Football, where South United got the better of Bengaluru FC by a 3-0 margin. And the goal scorers in that match was Altaf Hussain and Simic, and one own goal from Oinam. And with the help of that, it was a 3-0 win for South United on the 5th of August, not long ago, a month ago. And these two very teams, Bengaluru will have the revenge in their mind, I'm sure. But South United will know that they can get the better of Bengaluru FC no matter what. And that is what has helped them come back in this contest and keep the game alive. Oh, that's a gift. That might be danger. A pass seen through, just couldn't release the shot. Trouble in the box though. And still with Bengaluru, Lalpik Lua on the ball. Drifting very, very wide. Ashik once again finds a cross, almost a similar looking one, but not enough power. Neither a player attacking it. There is a player down in the box for Bengaluru. He's alright, it seems. Shashwat Panwar. He'll be needing some treatment, it seems. Kunzang Portia. What an addition to this South United side. With all those experience he has. A few discussions on the bench as well. We haven't have had a look at the bench of the teams today. For Bengaluru FC on the bench, they have their star man there, Amay Murachkar, one of the most experienced of this very squad. And there is Basudev CM Oinam Ronik Smithte, Kakcham Malingamba Singh, Ishan Kyan, Manjot Singh. And there is Sanjembam as well, and Rohan Narengbam, the substitute keeper. Ishan is another one of them. And for South United on the bench, and they have Pavan Kumar Karyappa CK, Francis Xavier, Naisal is also there with Surya Vivek Singh, Muhammad Rashid, Bilal Shamshuddin, and Deepak Esse, their substitute keeper. On with the game, a little break for that injury. I'm sure all that time will be added on later. Altaf Hussain. Very comfortable at the moment, South United. I'm sure Bengaluru fans will be having a headache with that. Oh, excellent again, but teaming up there, the two defenders to stop that attack. Slightly casual there from Bengaluru in the midfield. Sahil will have to do some work here. Well, it is a goal kick. Didn't need to do too much. There is not much data available about that match against Manchester United under 14, but it might probably just be him because he's the one who had been playing for Reliance Youth Champs. I cannot find any other Rashid CK as such for that contest. Very interesting question though. Do let me know if you have any idea as well, but as far as I'm concerned, it is the same player. Another cross in, blocked this time. Bengaluru finding it a bit difficult to manage possession right now. The first 20-22 minutes were all Bengaluru. But after that, since the goal has come in from South United, 2 minutes before the goal actually, back-to-back corners, South United have just got some belief in them going through. Ashik Adhikari again, get back there. Not sure if the strategy to bring Lalpik Lua down deep and wide is a great idea. Better drop off, up front there as a striking player. Ashik Adhikari again. And just controlling it. It glimpses of the quality these young lads have at times with those skills and tricks and controls. South United have shown a bit of that as well. Once by Muinao on the right, which got them the goal. And now Bengaluru from the left, slowing down the pace of the attack. They know they need to control it. Hopeful ball in there. Altaf Hussain. Once again that run from Kishan Thongjum. He has been very lively, apart from that slight error, which was capitalized with Bengaluru. A good control there. Leon says the official. Headed back to Kunjung Bhutia. Of course, the turf makes it a bit difficult for the players when it gets rolling a bit quick, the pace of the ball. But among all the teams we have seen so far, these two look to be the most settled with these tough conditions. South United, of course, they have participated in the I-League second division in 2013. Another attack from Bengaluru. Across towards the far side. Was a little awkward with that attempt, but almost found the target. Unorthodox would have been a better word, but side netting is the result, and anyway, it stays 1-1. Kunjung Bhutia hasn't done too much wrong so far, apart from that one goal conceded. Has saved a few chances and crosses coming in though. Well, rightly spotted, I believe. The first 20-22 minutes were very different, but after that it has been a bit casual in that Bengaluru midfield. They need to get hold of it. They have the quality, as we know. Vineet Venkatesh and Lalmin Chuanga. Slight bit of slip there. Better from Bengaluru. Just lost track of that. Altaf Hussain again. Solid defending, Ashik Adhikari. Twice now won the challenge. Here he is, the captain, Vineet Venkatesh, after long. Bengaluru from the left, trying to use the left channel a bit at the moment, but caught out again. Not too much to play in this half, I'm sure, but they'll be looking for one more goal here, either of the teams, and how will it come is the question. Hopefully not from a defensive mistake or a giveaway, but some good build-up. Lalmin Chuanga tries that shot, blocked. And one thing for sure, there will be plenty of exciting action waiting in the second half. I'm sure you would not want to miss out on that. Hence you have to stay tuned for that 5A. Here is Kishan Singh. Bengaluru look to be a bit nervy at the moment. Kishan Singh again. He is running the show there down the left channel. Not often you would see a left full back do that. But if Bengaluru FC fans remember, if you remember a full back running the show, it is now Roshan Singh, who is with the seniors, of course, at the moment. The time back in the Bengaluru Super Division, those players, when they were at this age group, they were doing their job here. The likes of Edmund Lalwintika and Leon Augustine, all of them. And then just a while ago, Shiva Shakti Narayanan and Mike Lingdo and all of them. Amay as well, who is there in the squad here. Good switch to the right. Now it seems to be. He is very tricky, a customer to deal with. Releases the shot, but straight at Sahil. Good goalkeeping and maintained his position in the line and collected it. 3 minutes have been added on, and then the 45. Well, a good number of viewers have joined me watching this contest, and I'll hope you all be here till the end of the game and come back in second half. And this is going to be a cracker of a game, given that Bengaluru are unbeaten in 3 matches they have played so far. 9 goals scored. This is the second they have conceded. 10 actually scored with today's But before the Bengaluru Super Division in the Siputaya Memorial Cup, Bengaluru lost 3-0 to South United. And they will have that hurt and that burn running in their nerves, trying to overturn that scoreline and bring this one in their favor. They did not want to go on with a losing streak with the same team, and especially now that when the winning momentum is with you, they would look to snatch all 3 points here. Bengaluru. South United are making life very difficult for BFC though. 3 points is very important for them as well. That's not a great clearance. Tell you what, chested down. And now from outside the box, the shot is blocked. It was a shot indeed. And that seems to be a clash in an attempt to win the ball back. Needs to deal with it well, and does enough there. They will be stopped to make sure the player down, get some treatment. Not too much malice in that. We'll have a look at that maybe again. It seems to be Shashwat Panwar. And there's the replay again. The shot was blocked here from outside the box, and then here was the clash. Both of them taking a knock, going for the ball. Well, that is a debatable question about who is having a better gameplay, because if you divide the first 45 minutes into two halves of 22.5 minutes, the first 22.5 minutes it has been Bengaluru with a great display of ball, but since then it has been South United who have been playing the better football. In the last 5-7 minutes it has been a bit sloppy from both sides, but apart from that it's very 50-50 and very much in balance, at least in the first half. Maybe we can have a clear favorite in the second half, as they can try to outshine one another. And all because of the goal. That one goal from South United just hampered that confidence of Bengaluru and just transferred it almost to South United. The halftime talks will be very interesting, I'm sure. It seems like he's being stretchered off. Not sure if that was that bad a blow, but he seems to have come off worse. Have to wait to see if he continues. But the two head coaches have a lot to discuss at halftime. Bibiano Fernandes, a well-known name here in Indian football, he'll be bringing on all his expertise to these young players and trying to find a win, while Sachin Tanerjee will look to counter all those and try to snatch the victory here. And they have scored 8 goals in 5 matches, South United, but the problem is they've conceded 6 as well. A minimum of 1 goal each game, which they've already conceded here, but they have to make sure. Well, Sporting Club Bengaluru, they're right now on top of the table, and they are one side who are very lethal and dangerous, and talking about them, and that'll be one match to watch when they face Bengaluru. Maybe on the same pitch we can decide better. Apologies for that, really. Another attacker from South United, another long-range shot, the slightest of touches from Sahil it seems, but it is half-time. It's a 1-1 to settle the scoreline at the break, and 1 goal from Rashid giving Bengaluru the lead, and then pulled back by Suraj. And SC Bengaluru are also the reigning champions, the defending champions of the title. And there's how the 2 goals came. The first one, and that was on the overlapping run from Ashik Adhikari, bringing in a cross converted by Rashid CK. Lalpik Lua just deceiving the defender there with the pass, and that's how Bengaluru got on the lead. And then just a while later, Kunzang wasn't happy with the defense, and here Mui now with that brilliant bit of work, beating the defender, and that little back flicker towards Suraj, A very, very good finish. And look at that again. It's so good to watch on the eye, those sort of build-up moves and finishes. But as it stands at halftime, it is Bengaluru FC 1 and South United 1. Do not go anywhere. Stay tuned. We'll be back again with 45 more minutes of action soon.
Association presents the George Hoover Cup Super Division League Championship 2023-24 at the iconic Bangalore Football Stadium. Witness history in action as this legendary league, dating back to the 1940s, continues to shine. Players get their chance to shine as the national stage parades, as winners and runners-up secure spots to play for the highest level. Don't miss this opportunity. Join us at the Bangalore Football Stadium. Official radio station, equalizer.com.
For second half action here in the Bengaluru Super Division. It's match 55 and Bengaluru FC are 1-1 level terms with South United after the first half, and we await 45 more minutes of end-to-end action here, given the way the game has been going on and given the way what history speaks and what stats say for these two teams. It was Bengaluru FC who took the lead, but South United managed to pull one back and also managed to control things and have momentum in their favor at the end of 45. But now it's a fresh start. It is a fresh 45 minutes to see and find out if South United can get the better of Bengaluru, or to Bengaluru show their quality on display and find the win here again. It is a tough ask. It is never easy in the Bengaluru Super Division. The quality these teams have seems like there has been a few changes and alterations. We'll be confirming it to you as soon as we have an update, but underway with the second half. It's South United in orange who will be attacking from left to right of the screens in this half, while Bengaluru in their familiar blues from right to left of your screens. One of those changes here with his first touch is Karyappa CK, who has come in place of Satish Kumar for South United. And there seems to be the change for Bengaluru with number 57 on his back. I'm not really sure whom he has replaced, but it seems to be Dr. Malingamba Singh. South United in attack straight away. An early goal will be a major blow. That's a good shot, tell you what, had enough power just over the target. I'm not sure if even a touch from Sahil could have saved that. Look at that pass which creates all the space. Suddenly switched off the Bengaluru midfield. Powerful shot that. There has been a 3-1 prediction in favor of South United in it comes from the fans, of course. Well, only time will say if that turns out to be true, but they sure have the quality to make that true. Now has been very active down the right channel. Bengaluru need to start fresh. Try to be clever with that pass through, just doesn't find it well. Oh, that's a good layoff. A little bit of space opened up, but he was confused and caught in two minds whether to go for a shot or release that pass. Malingamba with the pass now. Rashid Sike, the goal scorer, found Malingamba again. Space on the left for Lalpiklua. His crossing has been excellent in the last few games. Just a slip from Malingamba. Sometimes it's very good to hear those shouts from the bench on the mic, just catching those comments from the bench. Just gets you an idea of how things are there live on the pitch side. Trying to control it there better from Bengaluru. Seems like the break has helped them a bit. Trying to find options up front here. Just over the defense line, another pass well found. There are options. He tries to do it all alone. Still has the ball, Bengaluru. Again from the right. Pass to defender, still steals it and still with him. And just lost control at the last moment when he needed to be in control the most. And a soft free kick for South United. Oh, yellow card as well. They seem to be very soft on the eye. But the card is coming out as well. Not sure for whom. It is Satyendra Singh Yadav, I believe. There's the replay again of that challenge. Just stopped that run, and that is why he has gone into the books here. South United have the ball now. I'm not sure if that was a card offense, but he has been booked and he has to be careful now. Not much of a trouble when it is an attacking player, but then still, when you go on pressing and just try to stop those counters, you need to be careful. Switch to the left there. Edwin Rosario was the player making the pass, and that's a good run again, promising. Ran out of play. A goal kick for Bengaluru. Pressure on Bengaluru. Sahil. just taking their time, just seeing and waiting for the opponents to make a move first. Both the teams, and that's a pretty long ball for the substitute, who is offside. They'll be happy to see those attacks going off. South United, and those kind of chances won't really trouble them. Carrying attack at the moment from the left. A good layoff. 5-way switched it to the left again. Edwin, I believe, on the ball. There he was, Edwin now. Switches it to the right. And that is the most dangerous flank at the moment, with Moinao on that side. Has found the substitute, Korea Pasike. And blocked, quickly closed down. And talking about the turf and the stadium, it is the Karnataka State Football Association Stadium, the KSFA Stadium itself, where the matches are being played. There was a bit of pressure in the box. Well, this season in the Bengaluru Super Division, there are 19 teams participating. It is a ladder-based state football competition. There are 4 divisions in total. The Bengaluru A division just after this, which was previously known as the top division. This super division has been formed 22 years ago, and since then is the top tier of Karnataka State Football. The winners, of course, will be awarded with the prestigious George Hoover Trophy. The current champions, SC Bengaluru. Every match day often we talk about the rise of football once again in Karnataka. They found glory days back for the time being. Their state team, the Karnataka State Football Association, the winners of the Santosh Trophy this season, the National Football Championships. It was a historic one as the tournament stepped to Saudi soil for the knockout stages. Karnataka winning by a 3-1 margin, 3-2 rather, against Meghalaya. That's a promising run from South United down the left channel. Not really good defending, but the shot is wide. We should have done better with the finishing. We needed to hit the target after such a promising run. That is very lively. And look at that, that is very, very casual from the defenders. It was the captain there, Vinit Venkatesh, just running from behind. Now, that is not something you would expect from him. I'm not sure if there is any injury concern for him, but apparently looks fit. And he's one of their most quality players. Another switch long towards Malingamba, who has stayed on side, I believe. He has indeed stayed on side. Well, so 2 of the substitutions have come in for Bengaluru actually. One of them, of course, Malingamba, as we said, 55 minutes, 1-1 the scoreline still. Both goals coming in the first half. Amay has also come on in the midfield of Bengaluru. Amay Morachkar, one of the fan favourites, I'm sure. Has been with the Bengaluru B side since a good while. The second streak, which is very much strong. Even in Durand Cup this season, they played with that team. Of course, a lot of changes in that with the mix. As well, a free kick for Bengaluru. We'll talk about the substitutions which took place after this free kick. It is Amay Morachkar to take the free kick. They have to be aware and headed it out of the danger zone. Now South United on the break. They have a number of orange shirts running forward, but he should have turned the other way. Just turned the wrong side, and now that's a giveaway. Sloppy from both teams suddenly. So the confirmation of the changes. Another attack though for South United. No time at all to talk about it. Maybe now after that clearance. So the changes which has come in at the halftime break for South United FC, only one change. It is Karyappa CK who has come down in the right full-back position to replace Satish Kumar. Just inside the box, tiptoeing there, given away. And for Bengaluru, two changes have come on. One, the likes of Taksham Malingamba Singh, who has replaced Shashwat Panwar. And on the other hand, Ame Marachkar has come on for Lalming Chuanga. Here's Lalpik Lua though. Oh, excellent. And that'll be a corner for Bengaluru. Set pieces are always a part and parcel of the success of this side in blue. And the fan culture as well from Bengaluru with the West Block Blues. We'll talk about that as well. But now the corner comes in. Still with Bengaluru. Just controlling it. And now switched to the left here. Good control, Amay here. Finds a pass, Malingamba. Heavy touch and hence deceived him. Takes him a bit off. Time and again so easily driving inside the boxes. South United, they have to be careful. Bengaluru and the missed sliding tackle, and now Muinao, his shot is blocked. Karyappa CK in phases South United to look dangerous. Just that passage of play again, good passing with the defense line just maintaining their nerves so calmly. Bengaluru FC. Pressure on the captain, Vinit Venkatesh, finds a great pass through towards the right hand side, and now the cross comes in, a grounded one again. Wasn't a bad one, but Kunzang Bhutia after a good long while in some action and does well to collect it. Has switched to the right here. Karyappa CK has been involved since coming on. Wasn't a bad cross. Dealt with somehow Rashid. Was that a high boot there? That is a free kick in a very, very dangerous position. Clarence Xavier Fernandez does not agree. It was way too soft, he thinks. We'll have to look at that again. This is dangerous. There, have a look. Not this one. This one was allowed to play on by the referee. And then, there you see. Was there enough contact? I'm not sure. But what a position to give away a free kick. South United will be counting on this opportunity. Sahil just setting up the wall. Will we have a spectacular for South United to be back in this game. It is a four-man wall at the moment with one behind. The planning and plotting there in the set piece. There is Mukesh Silva as well. Everyone moving around. Not sure who is going to take it. There's Moinao and Kishan as well. Very tactical at the moment. Still waiting to take it though. There is Moinao, Mukesh Silva as well. Moinao seems to be the man, lays it off, and now the shot is blocked. Is there a handball? A few interested appeals, but too close to the body to be given. And eventually, danger avoided. They're still on attack, South United. Many wouldn't have expected this, but just a reminder, another good cross in. Well, just a reminder, just before the Bengaluru Super Division started this season on the 5th of August, this very South United side got the better of this very Bengaluru FC by a 3-0 margin. And they will like to repeat history and get 3 points. But Bengaluru are looking to continue their unbeaten run in the league, and that's a prompt here from the writers. That'll be a corner. Just getting more and more interesting with passing time. There's the replay of the free kick. A dummy run by Mukesh. Then now is it off for the shot from Kishan Singh. Straight to the hands. So was well. It was just on the body, and that is why it hasn't been given, I believe. Went straight on the wall there, and now a corner. A different idea, they have to take it again. There's a bit of chaos going on in the box. The referee trying to intervene. A bit of issues inside the box. So now time for the corner finally. Vineet Venkatesh goes direct on the second attempt towards the far post. And there was a foul probably, not spotted, a player down in the box. Controlling it, PFC. And now finally the play will be stopped. Play will restart with the drop of the ball. Kunjung Potia, if he can manage to contain and not concede anymore, maybe South United will hope that their attackers can find one here just like that. A shot comes in. Oh, for a moment we thought it went in. Look at that again. Troubling the Bengaluru defense with those sort of attacks here. It was a nice shot, just the side netting. Sahil had it covered though. Oh, another giveaway. Bengaluru need to be careful. Very casual at times. Not sure why. Satendra with the missed pass. Malingamba has gone to the right hand side. Free kick for South United. 66 minutes into the game, over an hour played. Time is gradually running out of their hands. If they want 3 points, I'm sure neither of these sides will want to settle for a draw. Lalpiklua, a good first touch to turn it around and wins the free kick as well. He's on a yellow though, Lalpiklua, for simulation in the first half. Amay again from the center of the park, switch to the left. Felix and Connie, he's in support and will get it back, and there wasn't too many options apart from him. Vineet Venkatesh did not play it in the crowd, is what I'm sure Bibiano will be saying, and for the second time it is Bengaluru FC who have gotten a bit lucky with that. They have got a free kick again, and this time in a more advanced position. Malingamba since coming on has been very active, but hasn't really gotten them the goal. Named as a defender in the team sheet, but he's playing as a right winger at the moment, at times on the left wing. Vineet Venkatesh will take the free kick. Only a two-man wall, a very least chance that he'll go for a shot. He's going for a cross indeed. Oh, that's beautiful from South United at times, the way they pass it around. Muinao, clever pass. And there's two players in the box in a very advantageous position. More of them arriving. Too many blue shirts crowding him out. Muinao again takes it to his right, and what a block that from Felix and Connie, who needed to slide in and does that with perfection. So difficult to execute that art of a sliding tackle. Should have released the pass or a shot early, even though he found Muinao in space. Felix and does so well. Look at him sliding in the path of that shot. Very, very difficult now as a defender to get in the way of a shot with a sliding tackle. Muinao again. He's been dangerous. Another good looking delivery, headed out of play. It'll be a goal kick. Clumsy clash there, but free kick for Bengaluru, quickly taken by Lalpiklua. Rashid Amay now to the right, on the overlap. Ashika Dikari after long. Amay again just slows it down, brings it to the back line. Clarence Savio Fernandez, he has got a goal to his name as well against HAL. Almost well controlled, forced to play it back. Amay. Bengaluru are sensing that goal somewhere, especially that South United haven't scored yet, even after all those attacks. Another change for South United, and that is the game for Zimic. And he'll be replaced by another forward player. It is Vivek Singh. They're adding on an attacker to find goals. They've avoided the challenge, and now space opening up for South United. Three of them opening up for the second one. They have taken the lead. And it is once again Altaf Hussain who scores against Bengaluru. He loves Bengaluru as an opponent to score against. It's 2-1, and just that mistake here giving it away. And the release of this pass was so perfect, and there was one outcome only at the end of this attack, and it was a goal for South United. Taken everyone by surprise there. Magesh Selva playing that pass, and the confidence this man has, Mohammad Altaf Hussain. He had scored in their opening match against Rebels. He had scored against Bengaluru FC on that match we talked about time and again, 3-0. And now here, he has once again got his team on the lead. And Bengaluru FC are under some pressure and trouble here. But this is the third goal they have conceded only in the tournament. And 2 of those 3 coming in this very match. And it is a free kick for Bengaluru. There is still time, but the scoreline is now in favor of South United. So one more chance maybe for Bengaluru, and this is the moment they'll be looking for. If they manage to get a goal, life will be easier. Else, life will be difficult for them in the coming 15 minutes, and that is not a good sign for South United. A substitution is what they're calling for, and that is the signal there from the physio. It is a cooling break as well at the same time. And if I'm not mistaken, well, indeed it is the cooling break. 15 more minutes after this for Bengaluru to come back and for South United to hold on to this narrow 2-1 lead. They were down by 1 and they have come back to lead 2-1. Well, we are done with the cooling break here, and we have 15 more minutes to settle the debate. It is a free kick for Bengaluru, and this is their best chance and best time in the game to try and get back here. Amay Marachkar with the free kick has enough quality, but good defending from South United. That's a mistake, but a foul. Confirmation of the goal scorer. It is Altaf Hussain who has scored the goal. Well, there is a good reminder in the comments segment about the Shubroto Cup coming up. All the live action of the Bengaluru Super Division on Sportcast India. And that tournament as well coming up soon from the 19th of September. Do not forget to tune in for that as well on Sportcast India. And of course, the Bengaluru Super Division. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so. And all those exciting competitions around the country and across the nation, all live on Sportcast. South United will be happy to be on the lead at the moment. More importantly, they would want to make it 3-1 and kill the game here. That is what they're trying to. And another shot. Oh, those angles are not really favoring the attackers, but sometimes do look dangerous. It's Mage Selva with those distribution from the center of the park, creating all those chances. Time and again in regular intervals. Again, pressure. Oh, just escaped the scare. Now from the left, South United come again. Too easy for them to beat the defenders, it seems, especially the fullbacks just being deceived so easily. Need to be more careful in allowing that run from the attackers. Well, it is whatever you like to call it. I like to call it the cooling break, and hence I say the cooling break. But of course some people do call it the water break as well. Either way, just a little important break in these hot and humid conditions. Comparatively still better, but there has been a substitute for South United. The player who was injured, I believe, has been taken off. Kishan Singh Thongam has been taken off, and he has been replaced by Mohammed Rashid in defense. It is a corner for South United. Oh, that's a good save made, and another attempt from distance, which will go out wide. And better ball to the left, Lalpiklua. Oh, he's offside. It didn't seem to be, but he has been flagged offside with the assistant referee, who has of course got a better view than us. 79 minutes in the game. South United on the lead. Mage Selva has got an assist a while back. There you see, they just allow this to the attacker, need to close him down quickly, even though they're making the block at the last moment. But why not just close him down quickly when you have 2-3 players in support? It's still 2-1 in favor of South United. 80 minutes played, final 10 minutes await. All the way back to Zungbhutia. Well, who do you think will steal the points? Can South United hold on? Or will it be Bengaluru with the comeback? They love comebacks. They have a lot of comeback stories in the past, but this is a new team. These are new faces with quality filled in them. It is to find out if they can do so in the next 9 minutes of regulation time, and few added on after that. Another great long ball, but the defender was close enough. Amay again, the distributor from the center, Ashik Adhikari. Now Amay, Bengaluru trying to build up an intelligent pass, but intercepted. Managing to hold on to possession, and that's a giveaway again in a crucial area Mackay Silva, so strong in holding on, but this time misses the pass. Oh, that's a foot race there. And just a bit more physical. Kariappa Sike wins that physical battle. It is a throw-in for South United. Good football so far from both of the teams, apart from those soft, sloppy passes at times. Another throw-in down the line. Doesn't look like they're going to slip off this. Play on, says the ref. South United have the ball and now loses out on it. Amay Murachkar was there. Bengaluru looking to move forward. They need to be quicker on those chances. Just not enough. And the referee is checking on the player who was down. He's all right. And we have continued with the game here. Looking for those diagonal passes. That's a better one through on goal. Lalpeklua misses the target. Tried to chip the keeper. It was a bright idea. Just couldn't find the connection. And that's what one pass can do. Through the entire defense. Just needed to control it better. He's one of the most promising of this Bengaluru FC setup. Lalpeklua, the Indian Youth International, likes to score goals. Hasn't got one today yet. Has got 2 goals in total. One in the previous game. There's still a chance. There's always a chance in life till the game's on. At least try and grind out a draw, if not a win. One goal can do that. Headed out again. Pressure on the Bengaluru defense again. That's another giveaway, but only for the time being. And they're rushing forward in numbers every time they have the ball. Lalpeklua trying to use his pace. Where to Kariappa Sike, always the favourite in the physical battle though. One proper move is what Bengaluru FC need. That's a good pass seen and controlled as well. Turns one way and then the other. Lalpeklua deep in here. Vinit Venkatesh, and now the goal scorer Rashid CK. Asking too much of the right winger, who didn't read the idea. They were not on the same wavelength clearly. Had he made the run a bit early, could have got to that one. Time is running out. And they have to be aware, 86 minutes. Bengaluru got the first goal at the 21st minute. And since then, South United have made a comeback. Suraj with a 30th minute goal and Altaf Hussain with a 72nd minute goal. Both the goals somewhat coming before the cooling break for South United. And now there is 3.5 more minutes of regulation time to hold on to and for Bengaluru to turn it around. cleverly done. Moina again loves those tricks to deceive the defenders, which he does once again, and now finds half a shot, half a cross, and no one at the end of it, but question marks remain on the Bengaluru defensive work. And once again a player is down. This will need a bit of treatment. Seems to be Edwin Rosario. And they want to change. And that will help them run down the clock a bit as well. But we hope the player is down is all right. He's up on his feet. Will probably just walk it off, and the substitution, if any, will just run down the clock a bit. If the scoreline stays this way, this will be the first loss for Bengaluru FC this season in the Bengaluru Super Division. Excellent work from the defender. Sliding in seems to be Suraj. He's the one who got the first goal for South United. Cross whipped in. Headed out efficiently as well for a free kick. But it'll be a corner. Change coming in now. A double switch from Bengaluru as well. Looking to make some pitch. The two numbers out, 68 and 56, as you can see. From the corner kick, Bengaluru looking to get back. We'll have a good chunk of time added on, I'm sure, especially with that stoppage of the injury and substitution. Well, there's the additional time on board. It is a good amount added on. 7 minutes of additional time. Opening, this might be the equalizer, and just at the ending moments of the game there's a twist in the tale. Bengaluru FC can never be written off, and that is another example of why. Look at that again. And it seems to be the same man for the second time. He has a hat-trick in the previous game. And talk about that finish, about that pass as well from Ame. Well, it is Satyendra Singh Yadav, if I'm not mistaken, this time. It is all square again. And there is 5 more minutes, which is a good enough amount of time to find a team on the lead at the end of this game. Confirmation of the goal scorer. It is Satyendra Singh Yadav, who has got Bengaluru back at level terms. Corner kick floated in. There'll be a free kick here. Last few minutes in to find out if any of the teams can take home 3 points. Oh, another chance there, a mistake from the defender. And here's the replay again. Well, talking about the number 25 of South United, if you mean Johan Kuruvilla, who is playing as a defender for South United. This is not his first match. He has played games before for South United in the Bengaluru Super Division. He was a starter against Kickstart FC as well. And now they're in attack. Another little opening. He has done his job well, Johan Kuruvilla. And they're looking for another goal. There's still time for finding the lead. Good defending from Bengaluru. A very interesting stages of the game. He started almost all the games, if I'm not mistaken, Johan Kuruvilla. I'm sure that answers your question there. Can Bengaluru have a shocker for everyone here and turn this around totally? One more twist in the tail remaining. Might be one last attack hidden in this one. South United have it back. Mui now from the right, trying to avoid the challenges. It is a throw-in. Oh, Lalpiklua this time stayed on the ball. Felix and Connie, that's good passing from Bengaluru. Amay again, his passes are defense splitting. And this time just plays it square, and that's a missed pass. 1 more minute remaining in this one. It's stolen back by Bengaluru. Can we have a team finishing with 3 points? Will it be points shared? And the way the game is going on, still all outcomes possible. It's South United who are looking to do so. Mui now again. That's a good cross in. They needed to get the header out. When the player was down, is up to continue the attack, but he'll go down again probably. Well, it seemed like, but he's okay to continue. Just thought of probably running down the clock with that injury. Final seconds here. I'm not sure if too much more will be allowed, and there isn't any more time. A good fight ends in a 2-2 draw between Bengaluru FC and South United. And that sums up the game here in match number 55 of the Bengaluru Super Division. And no win for either of the teams. Bengaluru remain unbeaten, while South United have two back-to-back draws. Here's how the goals came in the second half. This one, the second one for South United, suddenly with a spark of an attack. Altaf Hussain getting the goal, getting South United on the lead. That was the mistake in the midfield. Maggie Selva with the assist. And that's how they went up by a 2-1 margin. And then just after 90, when we went into additional time, this pass from Amay Murachkar and good little finish from Satyendra Singh Yadav to make it 2-2. Satyendra gets his second goal of the season, and Rashid has got his fourth, if I'm not mistaken. But that is how they have fought back and been at level terms. Just appreciating the support there, South United. But as it stands at full time, it's Bengaluru FC 2 and South United FC 2. Thank you for tuning in. There's another match coming up. Stay tuned and hope to see you again soon.
Ready football fans, the Bangalore District Football Association presents the George Hoover Cup Super Division League Championship 2023-24 at the iconic Bangalore Football Stadium. Witness history in action as this legendary league dating back to the 1940s continues to shine. Players get their chance to shine as the national stage parades, as winners and runners-up secure spots to play for the highest level. Don't miss this opportunity. Join us at the Bangalore Football Stadium. Official radio station equalizer.com.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Bdfa Super Division. We have Roots FC going up against Rebels. We have the captains dispersing of the mini huddle in the middle of the pitch wherein the toss took place. And the referees will now take their positions. And so will the players after that huddle in which both the teams are submerged in. Now it's the RF